This is this past Saturday. We were in the arena in the afternoon working on Kate and Mriya. Um, we're working on enabling to have better lope or canter. It's the 30-day Ryan Rose Canter Challenge, where you do the three circles, a side pass, and redirect. Um, Mriya is a way more woe than go horse. Kate's all go, very low whoa. So, the approach is a little bit different. I'm trying to get Kate to move forward calmly, where just, any stimulus she reacts to it. I think it's from some previous training that she had where they were trying to encourage her to go as fast as she could. But she's making some improvements. It's a mental thing. Try to make that connection. It's just getting on them and loping them. Here you can see she accelerated really quick, and I didn't even ask her to trot or do anything different from a slow walk, yielding her hindquarters. Then I asked her to speed up a little, and she did that far better. The idea is to get, a few good passes of what's desired, and then stop her and reward her. Let her think about it. She's really good at squaring up on the stop when I ask her to. She's a smart horse, easy to train. Definitely a flight horse. Reacts to pressure, which is really not my game, being soft. So it's been educational for both of us, and I've learned primarily particularly on the reins, with the soft touch, the 5-second rule. When you go to pull to correct, you take 5 seconds to get full pressure. And I've learned with her, as soon as you pick up on the rein, she knows something's going on, and it gets her attention. You really don't have to pull on her face on a regular basis. So I'm adjusting her pulling. I think I had to adjust her pulling bridle there, and just go, change direction. You see, we start whipping that tail as soon as I ask. So if she overreacts or doesn't, goes to the next speed that I want, stop, reset, and then just start all over again. A horse like this, just cracking the whip on them doesn't work. She'll run for an hour and a half without stopping. That's the kind of horse she is. She's a phenomenal athlete, and riding out of them does not work on this type of Hancock. They're just born with them. So here, just trying to get her back out of my space, and make her recognize not to come in unless I ask her. We do a couple more circles. This is far nicer trot than kicking dirt up in the air, accelerating. So right here, I think I asked her for extended trot. She kind of kicked dirt there. Try not to pull her in. I'm trying to get her to look in, and then get her back feet outside of her front feet and make that double circle. But that's the three-circle game. I'm not sure where Ryan decided to come up with that. To me, it's to get him to yield nicely, bend in the middle game. But that's his version of it, and I appreciate a lot out of Ryan Rose. Learned a lot from him. He's not the only one we like. Tim Anderson's my guru, who I text message and talk to almost every day about what's going on with the horses, and he's always willing to respond and give me some insight on what he thinks and what I should try. Or he's helped me with bit progression. It's been a big help to us. I think we're going to step into redirects here in a moment. Trying to get her to slow down once again, get her mind not to flee. It's all about fleeing from the predator for her. But she's so good at squaring up. I wish I could take the credit for teaching her that, but she She figured that out on her own. So we were doing some side passing out in the open. You know, I had to teach her on the fence. You put them on the fence and side pass them, keeps them from moving forward. That's the basic way to teach them. And then as you get more advanced, like I said, Kate's really easy to train, and she picks up on stuff really quick. Then I can, right here, I had to prompt her. She gets starts looking at the horses outside the arena and starts ignoring me, so I take my hat off and wave it at her. That's all it takes to get her excited. And then we go into redirects. It's a walking redirect where you do like a half circle, make them stop, go back the other way. The idea is to make them realize they don't have to run or lope around you, you know, in a panic for this type of horse. She'll get frustrated and speed up. But I have to say, this is the first time near I start walking towards the other fence. So I let her go around and make her move. She accelerated pretty good there. But today's the first day. I know it's getting a little bit far to see, but where she actually realized that she doesn't have to run around me and she goes into kind of a fast walk. It's a big improvement for her. I've had her lope around me in these half circles at a really uh, high speed, quite worrisome. But you know, at the end here, I was really pleased with her redirects. This is something Clinton Anderson promoted, and a couple other people, and Ryan Rose started promoting it. It's a good exercise. Get your horse to realize, you know, do what I ask you to do. I'm your leader. That's what it's all about.